There are some new leaks for Sonic Frontiers 2 that have been found. Obviously, only take this leak with a massive grain of salt. So the leaker said in July 2024, I took part in a playtest for what I assume is a new Sonic game. I'll admit, I'm not the biggest Sonic head, so there were some things I did not recognize, but I'll try to describe them the best I can. It's open world again, which we fully expect because most new Sonic games in the future will be open world. The game had no name yet, as far as I could tell. We were running on PCs and the executable file was named Jiju. Jiyu, whatever that means. There was no set objective, we were just left to run around and explore. It takes place in a cyberpunk-esque city with hints that the city has been built on top of ancient ruins. Talking about ancient ruins reminds me of the previous leak from a few months ago that mentioned one giant floating island in the sky similar to Angel Island. The city is dotted with grind rails and ramps, and there's a speedometer in the bottom right of the HUD. Pressing the right trigger performs a move called Bullet Dash, which gives Sonic a very short burst of speed, but it only works if Sonic's already running. That's quite different than the normal boost that you can start when you're standing still. When Sonic is running, if the speedometer reaches a certain threshold, you can press the right trigger again, which turns Sonic into a speeding bullet. The screen shakes and particle effects go crazy. The move is called Bullet Blitz, and the name Blitz seems familiar because Sega recently trademarked the name Sonic Blitz, so maybe instead of Sonic Frontiers 2 it could be called Sonic Blitz. You're basically invincible when in Blitz mode, and he also mentioned something about action stages, which are often what stages are called in Sonic Adventure. While exploring, he found a creepy NPC who was just a weird guy standing next to a hand puppet of a Chow. When talking to him, his disguised box would say null, and he just glitched out and vanished completely. If that sounds familiar, that's likely because he seems to be describing Sonic Unleashed Wintoast, so maybe he's somehow returning in the game. Speaking of Sonic Unleashed, not too long ago, Sega official account posted this picture of their CEO. Within the background, there's a picture of an open world game with Sonic running, which have some buildings in the background that look a lot like Sonic Unleashed Apotos, which would make sense considering a previous leak about villages and villagers in Sonic Frontiers 2. He said he found an egg that he could pick up and carry around, but he had no point of what it was. Talking about an egg, that kind of reminds me of the Sonic Adventure Chow Garden. That also sort of reminds me of the mini objectives in Sonic Adventure where you have to find the eggs in order to open up new levels. There were little challenges in the map like get X number of rings, score Y number of points within the time limit, or capture this balloon before the timer ends. Defeating enemies give XP you can use to upgrade your skills, and one upgrade was lowering the threshold required to enter Bullet Blitz. So in terms of what this leak might be, perhaps it's Sonic Frontiers 2, maybe it's called Sonic Blitz, maybe Sonic Unleashed 2, maybe some other Sonic game, or maybe it's all fake. I would assume that Sonic Frontiers 2 is probably not going to be released until late 2026, but maybe we could get an announced teaser later this year. That's going to do it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and remember, you gotta go fast.